The Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, about the size of Western Europe, is the largest country in sub-Saharan Africa. DRC is endowed with exceptional natural resources, including minerals such as cobalt and copper, hydropower potential, significant arable land, immense biodiversity, and the world's second-largest rainforest. Most people in DRC have not benefited from this wealth. A long history of conflict, political upheaval, and instability, and authoritarian rule have led to a grave, ongoing humanitarian crisis. In addition, there has been forced displacement of populations. These features have not changed significantly since the end of the Congo Wars in 2003. DRC is among the 5 poorest nations in the world. In 2022, nearly 62% of Congolese, around 60 million people, lived on less than $2.15 a day. About 1 out of 6 people living in extreme poverty in SSA lives in DRC. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, also known as Congo Kinshasa, and known from 1971 to 1997 as Zaire, is a country in Central Africa. By land area, the DRC is the second largest country in Africa and the 11th largest in the world. With a population of around 112 million, the Democratic Republic of the Congo is the most populous officially francophone country in the world. The national capital and largest city is Kinshasa, which is also the economic center. The country is bordered by the Republic of the Congo, Central African Republic, South Sudan, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, across Lake Tanganyika, Zambia, Angola, the Cabinda exclave of Angola and the South Atlantic Ocean. Centered on the Congo Basin, the territory of the DRC was first inhabited by Central African foragers around 90,000 years ago and was reached by the Bantu expansion about 3,000 years ago. In the west, the Kingdom of Congo ruled around the mouth of the Congo River from the 14th to 19th centuries. In the northeast, center, and east, the kingdoms of Azanda, Luba, and Lunda ruled from the 16th and 17th centuries to the 19th century. King Leopold II of Belgium formally acquired rights to the Congo territory from the colonial nations of Europe in 1885 and declared the land his private property, naming it the Congo Free State. From 1885 to 1908, his colonial military forced the local population to produce rubber and committed widespread atrocities. In 1908, Leopold ceded the territory, which thus became a Belgian colony. Congo achieved independence from Belgium on June 30, 1960 and was immediately confronted by a series of secessionist movements, the assassination of Prime Minister Patrice Lumumba and the seizure of power by Mobutu Sese Seko in a 1965 coup d'état. Mobutu renamed the country Zaire in 1971 and imposed a harsh personalist dictatorship until his overthrow in 1997 by the First Congo War. The country then had its name changed back and was confronted by the Second Congo War from 1998 to 2003, which resulted in the deaths of 5.4 million people. The war ended under President Joseph Kabila, who governed the country from 2001 to 2019, under whom human rights in the country remained poor and included frequent abuses such as forced disappearances, torture, arbitrary imprisonment and restrictions on civil liberties. Following the 2018 general election, in the country's first peaceful transition of power since independence, Kabila was succeeded as president by Félix Tshisekedi, who has served as president since. Since 2015, the eastern DR Congo has been the site of an ongoing military conflict in Kivu. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is extremely rich in natural resources but has suffered from political instability, a lack of infrastructure, corruption, and centuries of both commercial and colonial extraction and exploitation, followed by more than 60 years of independence, with little widespread development. Besides the capital Kinshasa, the 2 next largest cities, Lubumbashi and Mbuji-Mayi, are both mining communities. The DRC's largest export is raw minerals, with China accepting over 50% of its exports in 2019. In 2021, DR Congo's level of human development was ranked 179th out of 191 countries by the Human Development Index, and is classed as a least developed country by the UN. As of 2018, following 2 decades of various civil wars and continued internal conflicts, around 600,000 Congolese refugees were still living in neighboring countries. 2 million children risk starvation, and the fighting has displaced 4.5 million people. The country is a member of the United Nations, Non-Aligned Movement, African Union, CUMSA, Southern African Development Community, Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie, and Economic Community of Central African States. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is named after the Congo River, which flows through the country. The Democratic Republic of the Congo has been known in the past as, in chronological order, the Congo Free State, Belgian Congo, the Republic of the Congo Leopoldville, the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Republic of Zaire, before returning to its current name, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. At the time of independence, the country was named the Republic of the Congo Leopoldville to distinguish it from its neighbor, the Republic of the Congo Brazzaville. The country's name was later restored by President Laurent Désiré Kabila when he overthrew Mobutu in 1997. To distinguish it from the neighboring Republic of the Congo, it is sometimes referred to as Congo, Kinshasa, Congo Kinshasa, or Big Congo. Its name is sometimes also abbreviated as DR Congo DRC, the DROC, and RDC, in French. In May 1960, a growing nationalist movement, the Mouvement National Congolais led by Patrice Lumumba, won the parliamentary elections. Lumumba became the first Prime Minister of the Republic of the Congo, on June 24, 1960. The parliament elected Joseph Kasavubu as president, of the Alliance de Bakongo, ABACO, party. Other parties that emerged included the Parti Solidaire Africain led by Antoine Gizenga, and the Parti National du Peuple led by Albert Delvaux and Laurent Barraco. The Belgian Congo achieved independence on June 30, 1960 under the name République du Congo, Republic of Congo or Republic of the Congo in English. As the neighboring French colony of Middle Congo, Moyen Congo, also chose the name Republic of Congo upon achieving its independence, the two countries were more commonly known as Congo Leopoldville and Congo Brazzaville, after their capital cities. The DRC is located in central sub-Saharan Africa, bordered to the northwest by the Republic of the Congo, to the north by the Central African Republic, to the northeast by South Sudan, to the east by Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi, and by Tanzania, across Lake Tanganyika, to the south and southeast by Zambia, to the southwest by Angola, and to the west by the South Atlantic Ocean and the Cabinda Province exclave of Angola. The country lies between latitudes 6 degrees north and 14 degrees south, and longitudes 12 degrees east and 32 degrees east. It straddles the equator, with 1/3 to the north and 2/3 to the south. With an area of 2,345,408 square kilometers, 905,567 square miles, it is the second largest country in Africa by area, after Algeria. As a result of its equatorial location, the DRC experiences high precipitation and has the highest frequency of thunderstorms in the world. The annual rainfall can total upwards of 2,000 millimeters, 80 in some places, and the area sustains the Congo rainforest, the second largest rainforest in the world after the Amazon rainforest. The rainforests of the Democratic Republic of the Congo contain great biodiversity, including many rare and endemic species, such as the common chimpanzee and the bonobo, or pygmy chimpanzee, the African forest elephant, mountain gorilla, okapi, forest buffalo, leopard and, further south in the country, the southern white rhinoceros. 5 of the country's national parks are listed as World Heritage Sites, the Garumba, Kahuzi-Biega, Salonga, and Virunga National Parks, and the Okapi Wildlife Reserve. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is one of 17 megadiverse countries and is the most biodiverse African country. Major environmental issues in DRC include deforestation, poaching, which threatens wildlife populations, water pollution, and mining. The country is currently divided into the city province of Kinshasa and 25 other provinces. The provinces are subdivided into 145 territories and 32 cities. Before 2015, the country had 11 provinces. The Central Bank of the Congo is responsible for developing and maintaining the Congolese franc, which serves as the primary form of currency in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The DRC is widely considered one of the world's richest countries in natural resources. Its untapped deposits of raw minerals are estimated to be worth in excess of $24 trillion. The DRC has 70% of the world's coltan, a third of its cobalt, more than 30% of its diamond reserves, and a tenth of its copper. Ground transport in the Democratic Republic of Congo has always been difficult. The terrain and climate of the Congo Basin present serious barriers to road and rail construction, and the distances are enormous across this vast country. The DRC has more navigable rivers and moves more passengers and goods by boat and ferry than any other country in Africa, but air transport remains the only effective means of moving goods and people between many places within the country, especially in rural areas. Chronic economic mismanagement, political corruption, and internal conflicts have led to long-term underinvestment of infrastructure. The DRC has thousands of kilometers of navigable waterways. Traditionally, water transport has been the dominant means of moving around in approximately two-thirds of the country. As of June 2016, DR Congo had one major national airline, Congo Airways, that offered flights inside DR Congo. Congo Airways was based at Kinshasa's International Airport. All air carriers certified by the DRC have been banned from European Union airports by the European Commission, because of inadequate safety standards. Several international airlines service Kinshasa's International Airport, and a few also offer international flights to Lubumbashi International Airport. French is the official language of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Approximately 242 languages are spoken in the country, of which 4 have the status of national languages: Kituba, Kikongo, Lingala, Chwilaba, and Swahili. Over 250 ethnic groups and 450 tribes, ethnic subgroups, populate the DRC. They are in the Bantu, Sudanic, Nilotic, Ubangian and Pygmy linguistic groups. There are about 35 million Catholics in the country, with 6 archdioceses and 41 dioceses. The impact of the Catholic Church is difficult to overestimate. Some of the African bands sing in Lingala, one of the main languages in the DRC. The same Congolese Sokos, under the guidance of Le Sapeur, Papa Wemba, have set the tone for a generation of young men always dressed up in expensive designer clothes. They came to be known as the 4th generation of Congolese music and mostly come from the former well-known band Wenge Musica. The musical artist Elitso Kisonga, who now lives in England, is originally from Congo. Many sports are played in the DRC, including football, basketball, and rugby. The sports are played in numerous stadiums throughout the country, including the Stade Frédéric Kibasa Maliba. As Zaire, they participated in the 1974 FIFA World Cup. The country is especially famous for its professional basketball NBA and football players. Several Congolese players and players of Congolese descent, including strikers Romelu Lukaku, Yannick Bolasie, and Diomersi Mbakani, have gained prominence in world football. DR Congo has twice won the African Cup of Nations football tournament. DR Congo's women's national volleyball team lastly qualified for the 2021 Women's African Nations Volleyball Championship. The country featured a national team in beach volleyball that competed at the 2018-2020 CAVB Beach Volleyball Continental Cup in both the women's and the men's section. Newspapers of the DRC include L'Avenir, Radian Television Mwangaza, La Conscience FR, L'Observateur FR, Le Fair, Le Potentiel, Le Soft, and Le Congolais.cd, a web-based daily. Radio Television Nationale Congolaise, RTNC, is the national broadcaster of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. RTNC currently broadcasts in Lingala, French, and English. Democratic Republic of the Congo, country located in Central Africa. Officially known as the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the country has a 25-mile, 40 kilometers, coastline on the Atlantic Ocean but is otherwise landlocked. It is the second largest country on the continent, only Algeria is larger. The capital, Kinshasa, is located on the Congo River about 320 miles, 515 kilometers, from its mouth. The largest city in Central Africa, it serves as the country's official administrative, economic, and cultural center. The country is often referred to by its acronym, the DRC, or called Congo, Kinshasa, with the capital added parenthetically, to distinguish it from the other Congo Republic, which is officially called the Republic of the Congo and is often referred to as Congo, Brazzaville. Congo gained independence from Belgium in 1960. From 1971 to 1997 the country was officially the Republic of Zaire, a change made by then ruler Gen. Mobutu Sese Seko to give the country what he thought was a more authentic African name. Zaire is a variation of a term meaning Great River in local African languages. Like the country's current name, it refers to the Congo River, which drains a large basin that lies mostly in the republic. Unlike Zaire, however, the name Congo has origins in the colonial period, when Europeans identified the river with the Kingdom of the Congo people, who live near its mouth. Following the overthrow of Mobutu in 1997, the country's name prior to 1971, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, was reinstated. Congo subsequently was plunged into a devastating civil war. The conflict officially ended in 2003, although fighting continued in the eastern part of the country. Congo is rich in natural resources. It boasts vast deposits of industrial diamonds, cobalt, and copper, one of the largest forest reserves in Africa, and about half of the hydroelectric potential of the continent. Thank you for watching this video.